Welcome to GAC Time, where we discuss all things General Hospital. So put your feet up, get your teacups, get your snacks, and let's begin. General Hospital Daily Recap, Thursday, April 30th, 2026. Let's see what our favorite bunch of characters are up to. Someone please tell me what is wrong with Josh. Tell me this plan. Tell me what plan could be going through her head. I don't understand this. Josh goes and tells Brennan that his mother, he lost her mother. She's seeing somebody else. Why would you tell this man that? That makes zero sense. I can understand she don't want her mother being around Brennan. She don't trust him, whatever, whatever. If this man finds out that any of this is true, what makes her think that he won't hurt her? I don't understand this. I'm like, is the plan to have him attack your mother and then you can take him out? I don't. What is going on? I don't. Please, because I was like, why would she tell him this? I don't get it. I don't. I don't understand it. Please let this WSB storyline of Josh and send her back to med school. It's crazy that she would tell her mother's boyfriend who's in this WSB who just took Jason and threw him. Well, he didn't have anything to do with that, but he could do this. Have some Carly shipped off somewhere or hurt Carly or do anything and cover it up. Why she would do this, I don't know. But her grand scheme plan was to tell Brennan that her mother is seeing some other man and that he need to wake up and see what's going on. Please, someone enlighten me. Thank you. Lucas came over to talk to Carly. Carly is up there planning some food and she's just ordering stuff online and then she yells out, well, what about some, lamb shank or whatever? And Lucas comes in. He's like, who you talking to? I'm like, first of all, too many people got keys to Carly house. She needs to change them locks, right? So Lucas is walking in, Michael walked in. Who else walked? Somebody, Josh walked in. It's too many people with keys. It's just change the locks. So you tell people you felt unsafe and you had to change the locks. So Lucas walks in and asks her, is she okay? And he's concerned about this dude she's dating. We all know it's Valentine, but he's just like, you got a taste for bad, bad men or whatever, guys that's into this bad stuff. And if, so she said, yeah, but this person's different and things like that. But Lucas brought up a good question. He said, what will happen if Jack finds out that you're dating somebody else, that you're messing with somebody else? It's dangerous, right? So, gave something for Carly to think about. But it is dangerous for Jack to be. This is why Josh, I'm like, don't you care about your mother's safety in any kind of level of whatever? I feel for Carly. I hope she could play it off and have Jack believe that she ain't messing with nobody because I feel like this man will spaz out to the 100 power. So Brennan went over to see Sonny, and it seemed like he was kind of fishing around to see if Carly went back to Sonny, right? Because he was asking him questions. And after a while, Sonny kind of picked up on it because Brennan was like, "When's the last time you seen her? Has she been short? Been short with where she's been at and stuff like that." So Sonny was like, "Why are you asking these questions?" He said, "Seem like you coming off like kind of jealous or something like that." And then Sonny was kind of like, if Carly left you for somebody else, maybe she done woke up and realized that you a bad person and got some sense. So I was like, dang, Sonny, you had to be like that. That man looked like he ready to start crying. So I was like, Sonny just was kind of like, maybe Carly woke up and started smelling the coffee. I mean, maybe, but we shall see with this. I don't know. Brennan don't look right. He already looked like a man. He looked like he getting ready to start crying. I don't know what's going to happen on today's episode. I don't know. I don't know. But I feel like Carly better be careful because this man might try to strangle her to death. Rick came back and he was telling Sonny that, he was out looking for some more confirmation on what Ethan was up to when he was away from Port Charles. He said the only thing he could find out was that, Ethan's a con man and Ethan was out there trying to get some money. But Sonny was like, okay, well, that proves that maybe he could be trusted. And Rick is still not sure about that. He's like, no, he feels like it's not even worth it. You should just get rid of him. I'm kind of with Rick. I'm like, if you got to do this much investigation to see what this guy is up to, then why bother? But Rick told Sonny that he should offer Ethan some money. And if Ethan takes it, great. He goes on about his way, and then they can just get rid of him. Or you can see if he's truly in it to help Sonny, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. So, with that, Ethan comes up. Ethan was talking to them, and he was just like, he's been doing what Sonny asked him to do. Sonny asked him to go and follow Lucy around because Sonny is scared for Lucy's safety because she keeps on with this dumb plan she got about taking Sidwell down. So Rick didn't know that this was going on. And this is, I want to know if anybody caught this. His eyebrow kind of went up when he thought about when Sonny told him about Ethan following Lucy around, what Lucy's plan was. He kind of was just like, oh, like he didn't know that. I'm telling you, I don't know. I keep saying it. I don't think that Rick is on 100% for Sonny. We'll see what happens with this, but Rick left, and then Ethan was there, and Sonny said, I got something else for you to do. Something tells me that Sonny is going to have Ethan follow Rick around and see what Rick is up to, because I don't think Sonny fully trusts Rick, and I don't think he should. Rick is up to something. I just hope he's not trying to get some money from Sidwell, because that would just be so dumb. But anyway, we shall see what happens with this. Ava and Sidwell were having lunch, and Ava's trying to get Sidwell to get this art piece that's in St. Bart's. I was like, I hear you, Ava. Get to that St. Bart's, get this vacation on, right? So, she came close to getting it because Sidwell was like, oh yeah, St. Bart's, and here comes Lucy, right? So Lucy's like, oh, we going to St. Bart's? So Ava's just done. Ava was just like, well, I'm going there to show Sybil some art, and you don't know about art, so basically you shouldn't come. So Lucy's like, no, she wants to go. And I'm just like, this is so dumb. I'm like, these women fighting over Sidwell is stupid. But Sidwell is just, grinning and looking at these two. And then Lucy was like, she had to talk to Sidwell about some deception business, and that she thinks Ava should leave because she don't know nothing about deception. So Ava's like, I'm a good businesswoman, I'll listen, and stuff like that. So Ava, like, she putting her ground on, and she ain't leaving Ava. So in the background you can see Ethan. He's back there looking. So, Ethan's been put on the job of watching after Lucy. So this is so dumb. And with that, Sybil came back. He was like, oh, his schedule is so cramped that he can't get away and go to this St. Bart's to get the artwork. So Ava looked, upset because she was trying to figure out how to get Sidwell off to the side by herself. But here came Rick, right? So later on, they're having their lunch. Rick comes up and he asked to speak to Ava. So he's like, Ava, can I speak to you for a second? Blah, blah, blah. So Ava didn't want to get up and speak to him because she was kind of like, whatever. But he was like, no, I need to speak to you real quick. So Ava and him go to the table to talk. So I guess he's going to tell Ava that whole thing about Lucy trying to get Sidwell, right? But then again, at first, I know everybody knows I've been talking about maybe Rick is doing shady stuff, but I forgot Ava was one of those women when they tied him up in the basement. So maybe he's going to try to scam with Ava to get some money out of Sidwell. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm sure he's going to tell Ava about that whole thing that Lucy's trying to set Sidwell up. That's a dangerous game because if Sidwell finds that out, he's going to try to kill Lucy. But we'll see what happens with this. But in the background, Ethan is there watching. Now, is he watching Lucy or is he watching Rick? We shall see what happens with this. Crimson has been a very busy place, right? So everybody seemed to be coming up there. Yesterday, it was a whole bunch of other folks. This day is Liesl and the family. So the Liesl came up to see Nina, and she told Nathan and Britt they had to be there too. So she wants to have a party for James because James is doing his taekwondo competition or whatever. So she wants to celebrate that. I'm like, this elaborate party that Lisa wants to throw for some taekwondo competition is crazy. She said she wanted a trampoline for the kids and a wine bar for the parents and the oysters and stuff like that. I'm like, come on now. That's a lot. Ain't even this kid's birthday. But it seems like Nina says she'll host the party, but it seems like they kind of got in on Lisa and said they should do something a little less grand, right? I don't think Maxie and the family would have went for all that other stuff anyway. Lisa's idea of this big party, she wants to create memories for James and Nathan because she keeps saying Nathan's this great father and that he's back. He should be making these memories for him and the son. So the family left. Nina says she's going to do the party. Nathan was heading out the door and she called Britt over. I thought Lisa was going to say to Britt once Nathan left, like, who is that? Because feel like Liesl knows. Liesl's not stupid, right? Just how she know Willow's up to shenanigan stuff and don't know exactly what it is. She knows that guy is not Nathan, but she didn't say that. She just was kind of like she was getting on Britt because she was like, "Why you didn't have my back when I was saying about this party?" And Britt was kind of like, that party was a little too grand for a little kid. And then she was just like, "Well, your brother deserves this, and he needs these memories and stuff like that with his son." Lisa need to come out and ask Britt what's going on. She know, but I feel like Lisa was scared to say it. Now, it would be really crazy if Lisa really knew, like maybe she was involved with the whole thing somehow. But I don't know. I feel like she doesn't know. No, she got a feeling. So we should see what happens with this. Britt called Cassius to her office after that meeting with the family, and she was telling Cassius, "Look, your fake Nathan routine is not working, right?" And he was just like, "Why you saying that?" He was like, "Oh," she said, "because people are asking about you." And he was talking about what Josh, the Ditzy college student. She don't know nothing. And Britt told him straight up, she's not a Ditzy college student. She's a WSB agent. So that took Nathan aback. We're gonna see what Nathan does with that information, but I don't think Nathan Cash has got anything to worry about because Josh is a terrible WSB. He's just so she probably ain't gonna figure nothing. No, I'm just playing. She'll probably gonna figure something out about this guy, but this will put him on alert at least. Somebody please rescue us from this Josh WSB storyline. Please rescue the actress from the Josh WSB storyline. It needs to end. All right, this is so ridiculous. If she goes and sees Nina, she's talking about she brought her a little peace offering, and she just wanted to ask her some questions about Nathan. Why are you in here? Like, this is like you're the world's worst WSB agent. There's no subtlety. You should not be talking to Nina about Nathan. Anyway, she goes into question about this and that. She's like, "Oh, I met him at the gym," and she was like, "I was so shocked that he chose Lulu over Maxie and their love story." So Nina's like, "Why are you asking about this?" Yes, why are you asking about this, Josh? So Josh goes into about Dex, and she was like, "Oh no, me and her been through something similar." And then Dex, she starts talking about how Dex, and she starts getting ready to cry a little bit. And I guess Nina softened up, and she was like, "Yeah, she told some story. Nina told a story about how Maxie and Nathan fell in love, and so I'm sure Josh is going to use that story to find out that that guy is not the real Nathan, that he's somebody else, because she's going to probably throw that story up. He ain't going to know what's going on, and she's going to realize that's not him. Um, I don't care. Like I want Josh out of this. They making her look really, really bad. That's my opinion. If you feel some other kind of way, please let me know down in the comment section. But I really, really don't like this. So when I say what part did you not like, what part is your least favorite? This is my least favorite. Anything with Josh in this storyline, her telling on her mother, her still running around asking random questions about Nathan, is terrible. They need to get her out of that. What was your favorite part about this episode? I think it was Sonny telling Brennan that Carly and Bobby woke up. That is so funny. But let me know what you think down in the comment section, guys. I love to hear from you. Leave us a smiley face, a thumbs up, a comment. I love to hear it all. And don't forget to hit that bell notification and a like and subscribe because it really helps the channel. And thank you for joining us again at GHT Time. Till next time, bye.